Right, YouTube, it's Shadow King Nazu, and I'm here with my review of Dragonball Daima, episode 12. Alright, got my notes right here, so let's get into it, shall we? After Vegeta got swallowed up by the Kraken, Goku tries to check to see if Vegeta's okay, and uh, almost gotten eaten by the Kraken too, but Vegeta apparently had barely escaped by grabbing a tentacle. And he also says he's not used to having a child body. Get good, Vegeta, or go home. I mean, and then Vegeta says, oh, sorry. Then Vegeta goes Super Saiyan to fight the Tamagami. Uh, and for those lost track, this is Tamagami 2 he's fighting, as well as the Kraken. The Tamagami blindsides Vegeta with Magic Blast, and the Kraken eats Vegeta again, only for Vegeta to escape using Super Saiyan 2. And Vegeta, the Kraken basically gets bored of trying to catch Vegeta and leaves. And Super Saiyan 2, Vegeta and Tamagami seem evenly matched at this point. So, on a consistent basis, it seems that you need to be at least Super Saiyan 2 level to compete with the Tamagami. Uh, Now, granted, these are experienced Super Saiyan 2s, so an experienced Super Saiyan 2 uh, would one shot Tamagami 3, keep up with Tamagami 2, and I don't know about Tamagami 1. Tamagami 1 clearly is the strongest of the three, so I think maybe you'll need to be about like Majin Buu level or Super Saiyan 3 to deal with him, or at least somewhere around that ballpark. And speaking of Majins, Majin Buu keeps using unorthodox fighting tactics and his amorphous body to fight Tamagami 1. And just when he was about to punch Tamagami 1, he suddenly stops mid-fight because he wants chocolate. And when everybody's confused and say that he's in the middle of a fight, he starts throwing a tantrum like a baby. And Vegeta and Tamagami 2 continue to be evenly matched. Never uses his magic to empower Tamagami 2, and his reasoning because Goku and Vegeta like fighting, of course. Tamagami 2 then starts getting the upper hand against Vegeta. And back to Majin Buu, because he refuses to fight unless he eats chocolate, Tamagami 1 starts taking advantage of this and starts to have him on the run. And while this is happening, King Goma and Degasu find out about the fight between Majin Buu and Tamagami 1. Majin Buu goes to the store and feeds Majin Buu some chocolate, and then Buu continues to overpower Tamagami 1. Goma learns that Rinsu created the ones fighting Tamagami 1, and Majin Buu finally defeats Tamagami 1. But Tamagami 1 says that they have to do one more challenge before they can have the Dragon Ball. So considering that Majin Buu and Majin Buu are like weaker versions of Majin Buu, we can now officially say that the Tamagami weren't as strong as Majin Buu when he was at his peak. With like Buhan and Bootangs and Kid Buu. Yeah, so I would definitely say that. So it definitely seems that Majin Buu was more powerful than the Tamagamis. So I'm not sure why Bibbidi never had him fight the Tamagamis. Maybe he just wasn't interested, or maybe it was too chaotic. Uh, anyway, Tamagami. one's challenge is basically a math equation where the numbers appears too fast to keep up. Even Rinsu says she feels this feels like a scam because she couldn't keep up with that. I mean, I can't exactly blame them. I'm not exactly the best at mental arithmetic either. But apparently Majin Ku is, because he was able to keep up with the questions, and his answer was 683,775,029, and he whispers it to Do. So it seems like the dynamic is that Do is strong, is definitely a lot stronger uh than Ku, but Ku is a lot smarter than Do. Now imagine if these two fused together, they would have a very powerful fighter, and would probably be the best challenge that Goku and Vegeta had at that point since fighting Majin Buu. Uh, and then Majin Buu is awarded the Dragon Ball. Majin Buu tries to tell Rinsu he helped give the answer, but she doesn't believe him. But Majin Buu says he doesn't mind if she doesn't believe her, and just as long as Majin Buu's happy they got the Dragon Ball. No, no, Majin Buu really is humble in all things, and he doesn't seem that much like a bad guy. You know what? You know what? It would be interesting is if Akira Toriyama decided to make Majin Buu the Demon King. He's not. He doesn't seem that evil. He he's very intelligent. Uh, he probably might treat the subjects fairly. Honestly, I think he could. Honestly, I think it would make a good king, and it would be very subversive of Akira Toriyama to do. That seems like something he would do. So, like with all of us focusing on Goma, Rinsu, Degasu, uh, Kaden, we don't see this next guy coming to be king. So if that happens, you guys know I called it first. Anyway, Degasu tries to cope and say that maybe Rinsu did this to protect the Dragon Ball from Goku in the game, but Goma knows she's not doing that out of generosity. She's doing it for her own agenda. Back to Vegeta. Vegeta is still struggling against Tamagami 2, and Tamagami 2 uses a concentrated blast to knock Vegeta unconscious, but only temporarily, as Vegeta regains consciousness and Super Saiyan powers up to Super Saiyan 3. Yes, you heard that right. Not Super Saiyan 1, not Super Saiyan 2. Vegeta has apparently gotten Super Saiyan 3. And even Goku's thinks it's ridiculous that Vegeta attained Super Saiyan 3 so abruptly. And Bulma gives the explanation that Vegeta trained really hard for that. Yeah, that still sounds lazy. I mean, this isn't like Ultra Instinct, where we had foreshadowing of it ever since Resurrection of F, and constantly saw the Goku and Vegeta train with the gods, and then eventually with the Tournament of Power, we did see Goku unlock Ultra Instinct in his fight with Jiren after he launched a Spirit Bomb at Jiren. No. This really feels kind of pulled out of like they pulled that out of their butt. But whatever. As a Super Saiyan 3, Vegeta is fast enough to catch Tamagami 3 off guard mid-attack, and Vegeta copies the moment Goku blocked Trunks' sword with one finger by blocking Tamagami 2's trident. Oh wait, did I say Tamagami 3? I meant Tamagami 2. Uh, sorry about that. Vegeta breaks the trident and releases a kick so powerful it splits the ocean in half. And Vegeta overwhelms Tamagami 2 with his attacks and then fires a Gallic gun at him. Tamagami 2, much like Tamagami 3, manages to barely deflect the Gallic gun, but Vegeta uses it as a distraction to land a right hook so powerful it sends Tamagami 2 through a planet. And then Vegeta catches him, basically as a sign that, yeah, this fight's over. You got no shot at this. And Tamagami 2 surrenders. But much like the other ones, there's one last challenge. Tamagami 2's says that his challenge is basically a convoluted math word problem. You know those ones you say like, oh, Jack had like 10 pairs of apple. He gave 3 to Sally, 4 to Richard. He gave uh, he decided to split some an X amount of apples with whoever, and then you just got to figure out how many is left or some other. You know, you've been in school before. You know how this works. Uh, and Vegeta's really, really annoyed with this convoluted problem. And even Bulma's back talking him, and is basically saying he's not good at math, especially math word problems. So, Vegeta, you ever try to bring up that Goku's bad at math? We're gonna bring this up and say you're no better. And but Vegeta says that his answer is zero, as snakes don't eat biscuits, and ironically gets the correct answer correct. So it's not so much that he deduced the problem out. I mean, he just basically used common sense that snakes don't eat biscuits. I mean, I got the answer was zero too, but that was more because I was actually paying attention to the numbers and how many was getting reduced. Yes, but either way, win's a win. Tamagami 2 then apologizes for being unable to protect the Dragon Ball from Vegeta, but Neva says it's fine. This is how it should be. Uh, Warriors earn the Dragon Balls through hard work and intelligence, and just doing it through integrity. So and so this really shows that Neva's character that while he may be neutral and might allow some questionable things to happen, he doesn't seem like much of a bad guy. And Hyvis, despite bad talking Vegeta in previous episodes, is so impressed with Vegeta's victory that he decides he was going to do a victory dance. But Vegeta says but this causes Vegeta to cringe. I honestly think that Captain Ginyu would have approved of it, which means I also wanted to see that, just to annoy Vegeta. Goku then offers Vegeta a stamina bug, but Vegeta says he's too refined to eat a bug, which Goku is skeptical about it because he knows that he's eaten bugs before, and Vegeta says that Vegeta is he's a he's evolved since then. Yeah, right. But yeah, I feel like this is just like a setup to for Vegeta to be reluctant to fuse with Goku when they need to use the fusion bug eventually. Uh, it's going to be the same thing with like how he's reluctant to use the Potara earrings to fuse into Vegito, and how he's later going to be reluctant to do the fusion dance to fuse into Gogeta. Gloria then has trouble getting the ship to work, so they can go to Demon World 1, but Pansy quickly fixes it. Now, I've heard some people say that maybe Gloria deliberately sabotaged the ship so he could stall for Irene Sue, and she would have more time to collect a 1-star Dragon Ball. But I don't think there's enough evidence for that. But it's definitely But it still is something worth considering because all the Tamagamis have been defeated. Rinsu has a Dragon Ball, and Goku and Vegeta have Dragon Balls, which means that we're in these next 8 episodes we're bound for the clash. And King Goma is livid that all his enemies have the Dragon Balls, and he plans his counterattack. Now, despite me having mixed feelings about the Vegeta fan service here, I do rather enjoy this episode. It was a nice blend of comedy, character interaction, and great fighting scenes, which is all complemented by the great animation that totally put a lot of effort into and hiring the best people for the job. This was very well done, and it was nice to see that the characters faced challenges that didn't involve combat and handled such a comedic way because a lot of people tend to forget for Akira Toriyama did Dragon Ball, he was mostly known for being a comedy writer, a gag writer. You see this kind of thing in Doctor Slump. This it's not all too serious and act and heavy action. There's you got mixed in with the comedy and the lore and the character interactions to make Dragon Ball what it actually is. Uh, and I'm really impressed by Majin Buu, seeing how powerful he was. While I just still don't think he's on par with Majin Buu, he's definitely on the closer to him than Majin Buu was. But Majin Buu does contribute in a different way, and I still think that if they fuse together, they'll probably be somewhere on Majin Buu's level, and can give Goku and Vegeta a challenge again. And I'm sure there's going to be a debate about is Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta stronger than Super Saiyan 3 Goku? I'm sure that he's stronger than the Super Saiyan 3 Goku that was in the Buu saga. I don't know whether or not he's stronger than Goku currently is in Daima. So we're just going to have to wait and see how Super Saiyan 3 Goku fares if they ever decide to have Goku go Super Saiyan 3 in there. But all in all, I said I really did enjoy this episode. You guys tell me in the comment section down below. What did you think? What was your favorite part? And what are you looking forward to seeing in the next few episodes? Next week we're not going to have an episode. It's New Year's off, so we're going to have to come back the week after. But anyway, let me know in the comment section down below about your thoughts. I'll catch you mortals later.